Jordan, a country that completely caught us off guard. We came here to see Petra and the Dead Sea, but what we didn't expect was just how raw and desolate it would feel. Endless stretches of desert, rock, and silence. Petra was like stepping into another world carved straight out of mountains. And the Dead Sea, floating there felt surreal, like gravity had just stopped existing. In this video, we're exploring Jordan's most iconic spots and uncovering what it's really like to travel through a country that feels ancient, untouched, and completely unlike anywhere else we've ever been. Good morning. Bright and early. Time it is 6:25.
Thank you. Yeah. We are in Petra.
Yes, we've arrived after a rather sketchy 12-hour travel day yesterday. Anyway,
We'll talk about that later. But first of all, we're walking from the entrance of Petra to the Treasury, which is what you guys see on all of the Instagram pictures, the really famous spot. And you have to get there early to go check it out without all the crowds.
Yeah, so the visitor centre actually says that it opens at 6:30 on Google.
Yeah.
But we got there just before and they said that they actually open at 6.
Yeah.
So little tip, definitely come here early because...
Oops.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Also, there's a lot of people who will kind of hassle you on the way. So you can get a donkey and pay 10 dirham to get a donkey to walk you like 5 minutes, or you can get a taxi to go to the back entrance of Petra. But really, you just want to do it yourself, and then you can do the extra stuff if you want to another time. So pumped.
Yeah, this is honestly, it feels like, I mean, we are in the middle of the desert. It feels like a movie scene.
It really does. It feels out of this
really
world.
Crazy. It's like the Grand Canyon. Like that's kind of like you're inside it. That's kind of what I feel like at the moment.
Yeah.
You know the Grand Canyon when you're there and it, like you only see it from above. I feel like we're kind of like in the
middle of it. And people used to live here. Yeah, it's crazy.
So cool.
We have made it to the Treasury.
So cool.
Look at that. It's huge. It's so big, so big. And they call it the Treasury because there was a legend that at the top there's an urn, and the urn was full of treasure, although they never found any treasure. So
I don't know how they would have carved inside that rock. Like how?
Honestly,
It goes in. They've made it like a fucking building inside of a rock.
And that's we were reading a little bit about this area, but it was actually run by an ancient tribe, and they became wealthy because they controlled the trade routes around here, which is pretty cool. And then then all of these places have little caves and little houses in them, and like that. Look at that. That's just, I'll just keep looking at it, and I mean, it is absolutely nuts. And this is only like one part, so the Treasury is obviously the most famous, but then they've got all these other buildings that are carved into the side of the mountains, and it's so beautiful and clean here.
Really cool, really clean.
Really clean.
We found that in Petra as well, there was no rubbish, I think because of all the tourism, they do keep it quite clean.
Yeah.
Which is great.
I think we're going to go try and find another lookout to look at the Petra. What do you think?
Yeah, there's a couple. You do have to pay 10 donor to do one. I don't know if I'm really that keen to pay $20 each to go to look up.
Yeah, it might not be worth it.
This is you can see it fine
you can see it fine from here. It's really beautiful.
Cool.
Man, there's so much detail in it as well,
Yeah.
honestly. But while we are in, waiting for our coffees, coffees have arrived. Look at that. How good is that?
Yes, thank you.
Ah,
Legend.
perfect. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
There are some lookouts that I was talking about before, and one of them I'll show you where it is. It is up. Sorry, it's up here somewhere. You can see the guy. He's up there somewhere.
Aw, kitty.
And there's a cat. Look at this little cat.
Kitty ragamuffin. So it's 8:20. We've made it back in time for our traditional brekkie, and they're so lovely. They kept it for us. Everything was covered in plastic, and he is making us eggs. We seem to be the only ones here. So breakfast actually starts here at 5:30 in the morning. So I think you can have brekkie before you head into the Petra town, which is pretty nice of them. Unheard of for a hotel to have it that early. But we've got a good spread here. We've got baba ganoush, we've got hummus, we've got falafels over near Tice. Oh gosh. We've got falafels. We've got halva. Yum.
That's your Abby loves.
It reminds me of yochi. So good. I think that might be some sort of yogurt. And then we've got dates. So just like Egypt, dates are a big staple in their cuisine here. They love dates. And then, of course, the typical pita. So it looks yummy. I'm very, very excited. And this was included. We are staying at Hotel Esperanza. I think that's right. Tice will put it on the screen. Huh?
How much was it?
Tice will pop it on the screen, and it was 88 Jod for 2 nights. So around $160 for 2 nights. Which is not too bad. Our room's nice. Can't complain. The guy's lovely. We definitely recommend because it's also just a 5-minute walk down to the visited centre, so you don't need taxis or anything. And then from the visited centre, it was about a half an hour walk to see the Treasury this morning. So we're definitely going to get our steps in today. All right, bon appetit.
Change of scenery. We are at Al Capone Coffee, which I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's the best coffee in the whole of Petra. Abby?
Yeah, look at this. We were actually listening to him. We were listening to him make it before, and I think he was grinding the beans, but we thought he was doing the milk, and it sounded so bad. And I was like, it's going to be the worst burnt milk, but
Now, give it a crack.
perfection. Very yummy.
There you go. And I got a V60 with Colombian coffee, and it's very tasty. So if you want a coffee in Petra, come here. We are going to spend the next couple of hours working here because we thought we'd change areas. We were hanging out in our hotel room, which was nice, beautiful view, and we'll show you. Actually, I'll just talk about it and put some overlays. But basically, it's in the perfect location, right next to Petra. 5-minute walk, and it's got a massive rooftop where you can go have breakfast. We had breakfast there this morning, and also balconies on pretty much every room where you can see Petra. So it is, I would recommend this one, and I think it only cost us about $80 per night, which is very, very reasonable. Abby and I were just discussing as well that Jordan is quite expensive. And I think we might have said it earlier in the video, but I bought this coffee, the V60, and that one was, I think, 4 Jod, which is $8. And Abby's was how much? 6? 3. So $6. So not bad for coffee if you don't think about average price, but when you know that we were in Egypt just before, which is just over the border, and we're paying hardly anything, it's a big shock, especially because, the quality is... It's funny, the quality, you're paying a lot for your basic quality. which is, funny. And then the same with the driving. So, like, it's been hard to find good priced cars to take you to different places, and you can organise the average taxis, but they're all going to cost you a fair bit of money. So we got a car tomorrow that's going to go to the Dead Sea, 3-hour drive, and I think that costs us 160 AUD. So quite pricey. And it was the same for the hour drive to get to Petra was $100. In addition to this, and I'll talk more about the dinner later, we had dinner last night at this falafel place, which was fantastic falafel time. But that dinner cost us $60, and we didn't get any drinks. We just got we got a sparkling water, and we got the falafels, and we had enough food, that's for sure. But $60, $64, and when we were paying like hardly anything in Egypt, it's wild. So there you go.
2:30, and we're trying to wait for dinner for 4:30.
Tell them really why we're here.
But we're starving because we walked past and we saw a roast chicken, and we were like, oh, could get a little snack. So we just ordered a half chicken, which cost us 4 donuts, so $8 for a half chicken. And then I needed to get a Coke, but they don't have Coke. They just have the Jordanian, or I don't know if it's Jordanian, but this was in Egypt as well. So tastes exactly the same. It's yummy. So I was expecting, by the way, do you like our new little makeshift microphone? I really like it. I was expecting just the chicken, but they've brought out us a huge thing of rice and a little salad, like a tabbouleh tomato and cucumber salad. Let's see what flavour this is. This reminds me of like India. Tastes like India as well. Yum.
Chicken looks really good, though.
Tasty, but kind of small. Anyway.
You got small chickens here?
We got dinner in 20 minutes.
Yeah, is it going to be Tropicana? Is it going to be cold?
Some fun Jordanian facts. So the first thing that we learnt today was that Friday is their holy day here. We were looking up places to go to the gym tomorrow morning, and the only day that it was shut was Friday, and I was like, that's weird. And then I looked at another cafe, same thing, so I looked it up, and everything shuts on a Friday because that's essentially their day of rest, just like a lot of people have Sunday with like the Catholic and the Christian calendar. So that's interesting that their weekends actually fall on a Friday and Saturday is their more like leisurely fun day, and then on Sunday they get back to work for the week, which is pretty fun. Some other fun things to note is some traditional dishes that we're going to try tonight. So we've ordered Mansaf, which is the national dish of Jordan. I'm just reading this off ChatGPT. Lamb cooked in jamid, a fermented dried yogurt sauce, served over rice and flatbread, topped with almonds and pine nuts. Yum. It's a symbol of Jordanian hospitality and Bedouin cuisine. Eat it with your hands if you want to go full traditional. So that's fun. And then secondly, we've tried Makluba, which literally means upside down. It's rice, eggplant, potatoes and meat laid in a pot, cooked together, and then they flip it before they serve it. Yum. So I'm pretty excited for that. It's going to be good. So the food's just come out. We got some hummus, and then they gave us some complimentary olive oil with za'atar and warm bread, which is great because our bread this morning for breakfast is a little bit stale. But Tice is very happy with this one. All right, ready? Dip. Dippy dippy. Whoa. Yum. Wow. Yeah.
Makluba.
Whoa. So cool. Yum. Amazing.
And this Mansaf. This sauce, you can put it with the rice mixed all together.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. We're going to try the Mansaf first, okay? Try it live for you right here. We poured already the yogurt sauce, and I think I just got to get some meat. There's a little bit. Alrighty, that's with the yogurt sauce on top. It's really tasty. The lamb is really tender, And the yogurt sauce is kind of nice. It kind of gives it like, I don't know, a little bit of a tangy flavour, but really tasty, and there's nuts and stuff in there, so that's pretty good. Let's try this. What do we call this one?
Can't remember.
Anyway, let's give it a go.
Upside down.
Definitely has more flavour, but I would say that's kind of like, it's got the similar flavour to a moussaka kind of, but without the cheese and bechamel sauce. Anyway, give that a try, Abby, and just see what you think.
I think it's really boring. I can't get much flavour in that at all.
Yeah, it's not very good.
I'm sorry, that was really awful. But that's way nicer. That's great. That's like meaty and lamby and yogurty. Yum. This, not so sure.
Watch out for the dog poo. Here.
They love cats.
Yeah.
I know. They do, but there's lots of dogs too.
It's true.
It's a little chilly.
A little bit chilly. Beautiful. First coffee of the day at Movenpick, because like we said yesterday, everything is closed on a Friday, so
I'd recommend staying here if you got the money.
yeah. Abby just said behind the camera that she thinks you should stay here. $300 a night, and it looks beautiful. Maybe next time we'll do that, but will there be a next time? Who knows? One thing I'm really excited for today is we are going to cover ourselves in mud from the Dead Sea, and apparently you can get a massage and they massage the mud into you. I've heard it may hurt your nipples, the massage, but I'm very keen for it because it's supposed to be very good for your body. Take the negative ions or positive ions, whatever stuff they're saying, all that bad stuff, all that bad energy out of your body, so you feel refreshed. And it's supposed to be super good for your skin. So apparently people go there if they have like psoriasis and stuff like that. So let's see.
Day 2 of our Jordan adventure, and we are about to meet the Dead Sea, which is really cool. We've been going through some really unique terrains on this drive. So it's a 3-hour drive from Petra to the Dead Sea, in which like the area of the Dead Sea that we're staying, because it is quite a long stretch. And we saw some wild camels running. We saw the most amazing rock formations and things built into the rock still, just like in Petra. There's like houses and everything, sand dunes. It was just such a really cool landscape. So it's quite a fun drive. To book this, I booked through Bookaway. So I jumped on yesterday and just booked a one-way. I think it cost us around 70 USD per person, so it is quite expensive on Bookaway. But when we were in Petra as well, they were quoting us around 85 Jod for both of us, which is kind of like exactly the same thing. So we just thought we'd get a nice car and make the trek this way. So it's 3 hours, and then what I've actually done is booked a hotel for the night. I found a reasonably good one, so that we can check in, have a shower, have a sleep if we want to, and just like unwind and unpack. There are also day passes though, so if you don't want to stay the night, we're actually not staying because we leave at 10 p.m. for our flight tomorrow, but you can do some research, and there are plenty of hotels that offer a single day that you can go in, you can go explore the sea, have a swim, do a mud bath, and then just like shower, and they offer towels and things like that. Some have food vouchers too, which is really cool. But yeah, we opted to pay. It was like 70 Jod, so I just thought, why not? And then we have the option to at least shower properly and like leave our stuff there charging, and have place to store our luggage as well. But look at this is so cool. Wow. Can't really see it because of the barricade, but the water, is very blue. So our lovely driver just stopped on the side of the road because we were trying to film. And look at this. So cool. So it's all salt around, and then you got the crystal blue water, and then the Dead Sea. I mean, you'd picture the Dead Sea to look a lot more scary, wouldn't you? Because of the name.
Sounds scary.
But here we are. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm excited to get in. Alrighty, we got 30 minutes to go.
We are on the way down to the Dead Sea, the lowest point in the entire world. Lowest land point in the entire world. And this sea is called the Dead Sea because nothing's alive in it. It is way too salty. And it has healing properties apparently. So we're going to go check it out. Apparently there's a mud bath. We'll see. And there's a mud man who wipes mud on you. Let's see if we can find him. Look at this. Beautiful.
I only got half mudded. Because he put mud on half of me and then he said, no good. And then he walked away.
He's getting new
I think
mud.
he's going to try and get some new mud. Anyway.
Who knew the mud was so particular?
It stings a bit.
Does
but
it?
Maybe, yeah. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Look at that. If you look really closely, you can kind of see the sun setting. We just missed it. We just ate our dinner and finished up our day here. Had the most amazing time swimming in the Dead Sea with our mud bath as well. So definitely you have to come here if you're coming to Jordan. It's fantastic. I don't think you need to stay longer here. Like, we had a fine day, or it was a great day, and we're not staying. So I think you could definitely do a day trip in and out and then maybe go explore some other parts of the country. But that's a wrap for our Jordan video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them below. We're so happy to help. Subscribe because we do have so many other videos coming your way. We're heading back to Thailand tonight and we cannot wait. Thailand is like our second home if you don't know that already. And of course, come and find us on Instagram here because we hang out there a lot more day to day and you can kind of see like the behind the scenes of our life a little bit more. But thanks so much for watching.